Hey everybody, today is June 16th and it's been a while since I did my last update. Now before I go into update, I'm gonna cover a topic that was requested and asked very frequently on my channel, especially in this series. And that question is, when the plants are outside in these self-watering bucket, do I feed them hydroponic fertilizer? So the answer to that is no. For my outdoor plants, as soon as they come out here, they are fed only soil-based fertilizer. And the soil I use every year is this one here, Damasco compost and manure. And I usually fill the bucket to around, I guess about 75% of the bucket most of the time. And I fill it up with this soil, and then I would mix in perlite. So for this much soil, I used about 2 cups of this, of perlite, and I just mix that in really well, and then I transplant the plant into here. Now, depending on what soil you use, you have to be very careful, because if you use like stuff like Miracle Grow that has fertilizer in there already, on the bag it will tell you something like feed the plants up to 3 months. So those already have fertilizer in there. So if you use that, you just want to transplant the plant in there and just leave it alone. And if you use organic, you may have to add some type of fertilizer, but don't overdo it. With pepper plants, it's better to go less than more and feed the pepper plants less, and then if you feel that the plants need more, it'll show some signs of deficiency, then you would give it more. But don't give it too much and then allow it to soak in over time. It doesn't work very well that way. So more is not better. Less is more when you're growing peppers. And then later in the season, during bloom stage, I do feed it Flora Bloom and Cow Mag. But if you don't have that, you can also give it some organic bone meal and also blood meal. This will promote the plants to bloom better, and the bone meal would give the plants calcium. So soil with combination of these works very well. And I mean, there's so many different ways you can do it, but I like to keep things very simple, and that is usually what I do. Alright, let's go into the update. Okay, the first plant here is my Ahi Habanero. This guy is just ridiculous. I mean, the fruits are just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful color, and I just love the way it grows. This is an overwinter plant, so it looks much larger than what you typically see in the Ahi Habanero. But they produce very well, and the fruits are really nice. I love these fruits. I may do a review on this later, but we'll see. So the fruits will start green, and then it'll turn to a yellowish color, and then it'll ripen to a very bright yellow kind of orange color. So this is when it's ripened completely. And at this stage, the fruit is completely sweet, but it has a very nice flavor. Alright, so that's my Ahi Habanero. Okay, next up is my Jamaican Scotch Bonnet Yellow. If you look at my previous videos, you will see that this guy was just suffering like crazy. Frost damage, didn't grow too much, started to bloom early, and I plucked everything off. And then now I just allowed this plant to grow, and now it's making a comeback. So looking great. I just added that guy from indoor. I cut everything off, and that is one of my cross. And this is another Jamaican Scotch Bonnet Yellow. Something ate the plant right here, and then it just grows out to the side. So pepper plants are very resilient. So if there are some nodes, as I mentioned before in previous video, just allow it to come back, take care of it, and it will grow. See that's the side right there? This is where it broke off, and it grows back into this tree again. So eventually this will be a very big tree. Okay, next here is my BTR that I grafted a Jamaican Scotch Bonnet Yellow onto at the top. Here's the branch of it. So it's 2 trees in one. This guy's not doing too great, but the rest is doing well. It's even fruiting somewhere. So there's some fruits here. Okay, next here is my pecan. Beautiful plants, overwinter from last year. I didn't even take this guy inside, and I just left it out here. Pecans are very, very tough plants, so you can leave it where weather drops below 30, but not too long. I mean, in Texas it works, but yeah, See there, it's fruiting everywhere. Lots and lots of fruits. I mean, it's a huge and heavy producer. I love growing this plant, but it's just a pain to harvest because look at the size of the fruits. And they're everywhere. Bahamian Goat over winter. Look at them. This guy's making a great comeback. Look, even fruiting now too. I'm just gonna allow it to grow. Looking great. One of the new one that I added is the Ahi Omni Color. I love this plant because a friend of mine has a few of these, so I asked him for some seeds because it looks so beautiful. Okay, next here is my bubblegum 7-pot. This one was infested with aphids in my previous updates. I treated it and now it's making a good comeback. So look, it's looking nice, not too bad, but there's a lot of hope for this guy. Bleeding Borg 9, not doing too well. This is my CPR, doing great in my smart pot. And I like growing in the smart pot here. And the reason for that is you cannot overwater these. If you overwater, it'll just leak out everywhere and the soil will dry back up. The only disadvantage is that you must be around. If you're away for too long, the soil may dry out. I love using these. And 2 of my MA Vortex, not doing too bad. Okay, this guy here was infested. So if you see your leaves are wrinkly, it's a bronze color, you touch it becomes crunchy, and then some tip may even fall off. If you flip it over, you will see little white mites crawling around. That's usually a bad sign. So if you see that, make sure you look into it and see what it is and treat it as soon as possible because those things spread so fast. It damaged so much of this plant, but I treated it already and now it's coming back. And let me show you how beautiful these fruits are. And I finally got some true MOA shapes. Look at that, beautiful fruits. This is very, very large as well. See that there? And here and there. Not bad for being so badly damaged by mites. And then of course frost and everything. My Moringa tree is doing great in my self-watering bucket. Look at the size of this guy. Aji Pineapple coming back and producing really, really well. Like, check that out. Usually these trees will get much larger, but because of the setback, it's not as large as it should be. But yeah, they should grow much, much larger than this, and they're very beautiful tree. Jay's Peach Goes may make a comeback. I don't know. I'm just gonna let it go. My Reaper is just too far gone probably. And look at this. There's another guy down here. So let's see if those will do anything this season. Sugar Rush Peach. Look at those fruits. Also very badly damaged, but coming back nicely. Okay, back here, I think these are MA Vortex or BTR. Sorry, these are BTR. It doesn't look like BTR so far, but hopefully the other fruits will show good signs. And here is my 7-pot bubblegum large. Oh man, these guys are just so awesome looking. Look at the size of these things. And they're everywhere. See down there? Very large pods. They're not as hot as the smaller ones. But the fruits are beautiful. Look at that. Okay. And here, MA Vortex. I've never grown these before. Look, oh man, they're so bumpy and crazy looking. Look at that. Look like a ghost, but on steroid. Here is Jay's Red Ghost. These are awesome variety also. Pretty hot. Very good flavor. And this is another MA Vortex. The rain damaged these guys so much that it stripped all the leaves down here because it was just drowning in water. And then the leaves dropped, but it's okay now. Look at my chocolate Bhutlah. I've never grown these either, but look at that. See those guys? If you guys grown chocolate Bhutlah before, let me know if this is the right fruit shape. I traded this with some friends, so I don't know for sure. Look at that. Very cool looking. Okay, my white devil's tail, this came from a grafted tree. See all these yellow leaves? Usually water damage, and then eventually it will turn yellow and the leaves will fall. Okay, another Jay's Red. Look at that. It's doing well. And then my red Scotch bonnet. These guys were just, I thought they were gonna die, but look at this. They came back, produced like crazy. For a small tree, it's pushing out some really a good amount of pods. Look like a mushroom pepper. Okay, here is my propagated branches. 3 of them, Reaper and 2 Ghost. Look at those. Fruits there. Not bad for plants that I really never take care of. I think this might be another Ghost. And Reaper fruits may be coming out soon. I took one off already. Oh, here we go. That's a Reaper right there, but we'll see. Alright, up next is my Jay's Peach Ghost Chocolate Ghost. This is seeds traded with Batman on the pepper lover community. Beautiful fruits. Look at that, very nice looking. Here's the white labuyo. There's one pod right there. I didn't top this guy, look how tall that is. This is top, how much is spread out. Chocolate Scotch bonnet. These guys produced like crazy too last year. Look at that. And it's looking pretty nice. Here's a good big pod here. I love this, the shape of this guy. This is the shape that I really like. And I only collected seeds from this type of pod. Okay, the next one is my prize plant. This guy is a Ghost Cross, and it's over winter from last year. Look at the size of this guy, it's crazy. The pods are very unique because it's not a stable variety, so sometimes it looks like a scorpion, sometimes it looks like a ghost, and sometimes it looks like a 7-pod. But it's loaded down with fruits. They're large fruits too. Look at this. And that. See that? Everywhere, underneath. So it's all green and blended in. Beautiful tree. I love this variety. And then here is just a bunch of pepper plants that I put together in one container. Some Bahamian Goats, a few of my crosses, 2 MA Vortex. Okay, and lastly, this very beautiful plants also from Batman. This guy is so cool looking. All the fruits are down underneath and it's producing like crazy. Look at that. All the fruits are hanging at the bottom of the canopy. So when you look at the top, you don't see fruits, but if you dig underneath, look at all those. This is the Jay's Peach Ghost times Chocolate Ghost. Fruits everywhere down there. I can't even count how many of them. Just ridiculous. See that? All on the underside. Okay. That's pretty much all for this update. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it below, and don't forget to check the description section. I will post some information there. Come join our pepper community, and we'll love to have you. Alright, thanks for watching.